speakers sing so much.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Do I have enough cord?
Yeah, I got
These need to get like wrapped up in that.
Yeah, because I had to move it. Yeah. Woo.
I don't know what we're gonna talk about.
Everything.
How Valorant looks like poop.
Welcome, everybody, to the Hot Dish Podcast, where it has a little bit of everything that's always good. I am your host, Jordan, and we're back. Welcome. Austin?
This is a microphone.
Is it talking? Oh, it is good. Do you need more? Do you want more?
I think it's good. I'll just lean forward. Lean in like this. Can you
okay.
hear me?
I
Oh my
mean-
god, you have so many pop figures.
I mean, just here is fine in front of you. So, Austin, how are you?
Pretty good. It's finally getting warm out.
It's finally getting warm out here in good old central
The-
Minnesota.
Arctic tundra that we live in.
So in the last couple of months, we have not been doing it because I've been busy. Friends have been busy. What have you been busy with, Austin? What have you done recently? I can name two things, and you're wearing one of them.
I went on vacations. I was in Hawaii for a little while.
Week and a half or so.
Yeah, 9 days. 9 days. And then several weeks ago, we went to the Rainbow Six Invitational.
So I was actually gonna set up something. Austin was lovely enough to buy me a poster.
I got that for free.
Okay. Still doesn't make devalue it. Looks really nice.
I got mine hung up. It actually looks really nice. I got all my stuff hung up. You got your Dokkaebi figure too.
Got the Dokkaebi figure that's over there. Yep.
The chibi.
So for people that don't know what it is, Austin, what did you go to?
Well, Rainbow Six Invitational is, what is it? They had 16 pro teams that they weren't invited, but they did good enough throughout the season to qualify to go. And basically, they did double elimination ladder, and it's crowning the best Rainbow Six team in the world.
In the game of Rainbow Six is a video game, and so the teams. I won't explain what Rainbow Six is,
Hopefully,
but it's,
you know it's been out since 2015.
Yeah,
So
but
hopefully
it's,
you know.
Yeah, it's the Rainbow Six game. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. This is the fourth. What is this here?
This was the fourth Invitational, yes, and it gets bigger every year.
Yep, and there was 20 teams that went.
There were 16.
Oh, 16?
And then they whittled it down to 6 before going on to the main stage in Montreal.
Which you have some pictures of. You want to send me those sometime, and I'll put them on the podcast.
Yeah, I've
We're
got
not live
a
right
bunch
now,
of pictures.
so I'll just put some of them up there. It was really cool. A big stadium.
Mm-hmm.
You
It was
were
in
in
a hockey arena.
hockey arena? Okay.
Place Bell Amateur Hockey Arena.
Okay, that's a big hot rink for amateur.
I mean, they even have like the floating tether camera and everything in there. It was sick. That's how they caught the guys doing the shoeies.
Oh, that's right.
So if you don't know what a shoey is, Rainbow Six is now affiliated with shoeies. I'm not going to tell you. You're going to Google it.
Gross.
It was good. They said they had 5,000 attendees.
And was it enjoyable? Did you like it?
It was really good.
Good.
I plan on going again next year.
Good.
It was really cheap to go, especially being we're from Minnesota, so it's really kind of just a hop, skip, and a jump to get there. I mean, it was like 2 hours of plane
It's
travel.
in Montreal, right?
Yeah.
And it's always in Montreal?
I believe it's always in Montreal.
Okay.
I'm hoping it stays in Montreal because that's where Ubisoft is from, or this branch of Ubisoft that makes Rainbow.
So it's weird because right now we're in the middle of season 11, 10. What are we in right now for?
The new season hasn't started yet.
It did start. We were in the split.
It did start.
That's
Did
always
it?
weird about it because it started in January or something like that, and it went and then because I think season 10 ended in November in Japan.
Oh yeah, because the Invitational takes place
So
partway through the season.
Invitational is like the best of the best teams go.
It's separate from the season play.
And
it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and there's season play where there's like a North American league, there's a European league, or
And
not
then-
North American, just America league, right? Or
It's North America.
oh, is it okay?
Yeah.
It's separate. Okay,
Yep.
because it's North America, South America, Europe, and then APAC.
Yep.
Australia. What is it?
The Australian Pacific.
Australian Pacific.
So that would include Japan and all, Asia. Or
And there's
Asia,
like-
sorry, it's Asia Pacific.
It's like there's like 12 teams over there alone.
Yeah. The biggest ones are Fnatic, Norango. There's a couple more too. No, Black Dragons is Brazilian, I think.
Okay. Yep.
But
And so this year, North America brought it home.
Space Station. Canadian. It's about time. He won the first one, and he won this one.
He won the first. I didn't know he won the first one.
Mhm.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yep, and they have a player named Bosco. He's the Xbox champion.
Okay.
They won the very first invitational they had was the first and last Xbox invitational.
Okay.
So he is the one and only double champion.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So he won the Xbox, and now he is the PC.
Yep. And now we had news that some of the better teams are getting split up. Not split up, but
So North America did the shuffle a couple of months ago before the season started, the NA shuffle. So they trade players between the teams to figure out which roster works best. European did really bad in this invitational. They won it the last 2 or 3 years in a row. It was like G2/Penta won it the last 2 in a row. They got knocked out in qualifiers before they even, or they got knocked out in groups. They didn't make it.
Which
they
are
They didn't make it to
qualifiers.
the main stage. Yeah,
Groups.
that was to whittle it down to the 16.
Using the word groups is weird to me. It was like a group A,
because
group B.
they split the 16 teams
It's
into
like-
four groups of 4.
It's like the semi.
Yeah, they had like A, B, C, D depending on how good they did the previous season. And then G2 was the invite, so they were placed at the very bottom
Sweet.
because they did absolutely bad, terrible last season. But it sounds like the invite's no longer going to happen. There's no longer going to be a team that gets invited. They're just going to do based off of rankings from the season prior.
Yeah, because they did like a point system. Because right now we're in season 11. They stopped season 11 and like a quarter of the way through. Did the invitational. There's another 2 or 3 week break, and then we're gonna start up season 11 again. Come 2021, season 11 is gonna end. Then it's gonna be invitational. Then I think
So the invitational is going to be the kickoff to the new season.
Yeah, I think.
It's not going to happen halfway between anymore.
Yeah, and is it gonna be earlier now? Because
I think they get a little bit longer of a break between seasons. They used to only get like a couple weeks.
that should be starting up here too. I was just thinking of like season 11 should start up in March here.
Yep. So, and then they're changing the whole venue or the whole point system. The win-loss, you get points. That places you in a bracket for how good you do during the season. Yada yada yada.
Next Pro League.
But they had like a whole year 5 breakdown, year 5 and 6 of their roadmap, I guess you can call it.
Mm-hmm.
So, lots of good stuff coming. But yeah, currently Europe is doing their European shuffle. So, G2 just dropped. Well, Fabian's no longer on G2, so that's pretty crazy. And they picked up 2 other players. But anyways, just all the European teams, Navi, they're all doing big shuffles, swapping around players because they did not do well in the Invitational. They didn't really do all that well last season. So
Yeah, the last game of season 11 was January 27th. Then it was invitational in beginning of February.
Yep.
And now the next game is not until the 23rd for that's Europe.
Mm-hmm.
North America, same thing.
But the Invitational this year was a prize pool of $3 million, and first place got $1 million, and then they broke the rest of the $2 million down. I think just for showing up, you got like $15,000. So like if you place last, you're guaranteed money if you show up, if you even just make it there.
And it's nice because the teams get to. They're getting sponsored from their sponsors. They're getting money from the
they all
sponsors.
work pretty much under organizations. So
Yep.
your
Sorry.
microphone not working?
No, yours is really quiet. I fixed it though.
Oh,
You're good.
I'm not really close to it.
No, it's fine. It should. Your gain isn't the greatest right now.
Yeet.
But we're all good.
We're all good.
I've been busy as well on my end. I bought a house.
You did.
Woo!
We're not in that house yet.
Not in the house yet. We're still in the apartment. Got 30,
Got a month?
32 days, 34 days,
He's got a month.
roughly. And that's if everything goes to plan. Because Alyssa has friends that bought houses and they, the title company was messed up, or the people that are selling the house
All the
weren't doing their
paperwork
job,
and
and then they got
whatnot.
pushed back. I'm like, that better not happen. I took days off, work off already. So we're moving on like a Thursday, Friday, which is it will be good. That way I can clean the house up because they had dogs, and we said that we wanted them to shampoo the entire place, but they're like, well, we have animals, so we can't really do that. I'm like, okay, so then we'll give us. So they
Kind
said
of
they
a-
give us $200.
That's kind of a weird
I don't know. Just I don't know. Are you moving out the very last day you're in there? I don't understand.
Whatever. You get $200 and then you're just gonna
shampoo it myself. So
it's not that hard. It'll take a whole day.
Yeah. So that day we'll do shampooing, and then we can move some stuff in. The kitchen's not gonna have carpet in it, so I can move all the stuff in the kitchen. And my office is gonna have hardwood floors in it, so I can move the stuff all the entire office. So.
Could you imagine a kitchen with carpet in it?
Yeah, gross.
Oh, yuck. I've seen houses like that, and it's just like gross. I've seen houses with carpet in the bathroom.
So Alyssa, yeah, that's an old set. That's like an old 70s thing.
Really gross.
There's a Alyssa bought.
I mean, could you imagine missing? It's like I don't miss often.
No, but it splashes.
Oh yeah.
And that carpet's just gonna be sitting there.
Gross.
Like
you have to vacuum your.
You can clean the linoleum off. You can't fucking clean, urine. So like the people, we have one. I fucking hate it. It's a little carpet ring that goes like against the toilet.
Yeah.
Like we're not having one of those in the next house. Like why not? Like it's gross. It's disgusting.
I put a carpet in front of the sink.
Yeah.
And then I put a carpet in front of the shower.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, I'm not a fan of putting anything that can absorb anything by the toilet.
And she's like, "Well, your feet get cold." I'm like, "You're not. It's not. Your toe's not supposed to be comfortable. It doesn't. It's not a fucking lazy boy."
That's. I was gonna say almost as bad, but it is not quite. But padded toilet seats are gross.
I've never seen that before. You ever seen a padded toilet?
Oh, they're so gross.
Is it like?
It's like fake leather.
Ah.
And you sit down, it's mushy. They're so gross.
Oh,
they're so nasty.
That's the reason why toilets are made out of porcelain, because it doesn't.
The padded toilet seats, they used to be a thing, and you can still buy them because they're super cheap and gross, but they absorb all your butt juices.
Butt juices.
It's so gross. I remember my grandparents used to have one. Every time you sit down, you're just like, this is not right.
Oh, that's not good.
I want to be uncomfortable, so I just get the deed done and get out.
Yeah. So then the new house we have. I was just thinking like, oh shit, we have to buy double duty for everything, like the bathrooms and stuff like that. We have 2 bathrooms now, one upstairs and one downstairs. Our house is kind of split level. It's a weird split level where a normal split level house, you walk in, your 2 options go upstairs or downstairs.
It's just almost like a 3-way.
Or garage. It's a multi-story, yeah. We walk in, you're in the kitchen, and then there's a dining room right there, which is nice. And then you have the option of upstairs or downstairs.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's super weird.
Which is a lot nicer because I was like,
I like the non-traditional layout though.
Yeah, it's super non-traditional.
I'm not a big fan of like standard ranch, whatever, just flat, blah.
Yeah, and Minnesota's
gotta have character.
There's like houses in the south. They don't have basements often, just because of flooding.
Well, the flooding and the ground is super hard, and
yeah, but up here it's like super normal.
Well, basement stays warm in the winter, cool in the summer.
Mm-hmm. Which I'll be excited for because
geothermal stuffs.
When you guys come over, there'll be like potentially 5 guys in the basement, and I'll have to keep it cool. It does have central cooling.
Oh, so you have central air, nice.
Not central heating though.
Oh,
I know, right?
Is it baseboard?
Maybe, I believe so. I don't know.
Is it electric baseboard or is it? Because if you don't have central heating, then it wouldn't be like gas or electric.
Well, because I think it's just the AC is because there's AC unit sitting outside. Mm-hmm. Like it's not a window. It's not that it's just sitting outside.
Yeah, and it's got hoses going in.
And assume that's central cooling.
They can be both.
And so, but the heating is it's like traditional heating, so it's not like a boiler or something like in the wall. I think it's maybe baseboard. Did
you see any baseboards when you were in there?
I don't remember actually. Now that I think of it, but
as long as the house is too new to be the boiler.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So
it's either electric baseboard, standard electric, where you've got vents all around, or it's gas.
It might be that one. I don't think
because then the heat and the cool would come through the same vents.
Then that might be the case. Hi, Mom.
Right now.
Oh, that's funny. I'm on a podcast, Mom. Come say hi. No, but we move in here in a month, and there's a lot of prep stuff you gotta do for house stuff. Like, there's stuff that we need and stuff that we want right away. So like, we need to get rugs, curtains, blah 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 blah. We don't have a lot of that stuff here. But now we live in an apartment now. We just bought whatever because like we just need it. We just need to match it all. None of our furniture really matches. I have I have a gray couch. I have a red wood end tables. Black shelves.
Now you're gonna want to match it.
Now I have to fucking match everything. It's like, shit. So, At the moment,
Just don't try to match the whole house. Just do room by room.
yeah. Well, at the moment, the kitchen and all the trim in the house it almost looks like
Oh, it's
that?
it's like a lighter wood.
yeah, it's oak, it's oak stain, stuff like that. So I was like, well, shit. Now, it's like I have two options. I can paint it all, which is easier than, or I could strip it and restain it. That'd be a pain in the butt. Because that'd be every trim, every door frame, everything.
You could just paint it the same color as walls.
No, I was gonna do the kitchen. I want to do the kitchen because the kitchen's that same thing. It looks fine. It does look fine, but it's got brand new appliances in it, which are the brushed aluminum, brushed steel, which looks really
Stainless,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, that's stainless. Stainless is shiny back, like reflection. It's brushed. You know, like.
But it's a brushed stainless, isn't it?
I don't know. It's just I assume I say brushed aluminum, but
Usually appliances are stainless steel.
yeah. But that's what everything looks like because they got a brand new stove, kitchen, microwave, and the dishwasher all match each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually get the microwave too, which is really nice.
Nice.
I was like,
What brand are they? It's not like
GE? Is GE a brand?
Is it GE?
I think so. I don't remember looking at it. I was in there and I was just like, I didn't stare at it intensely. I was like, okay, I like the kitchen. I just like the layout because I do all the cooking. But it's a huge upgrade to what we have now, and it's a giant fridge where it's the single door on the top, and then the pull-out shelf, pull-out freezer. Below.
Yeah, that's the best. We have that at my mom's house.
A lot of places we were walking around Menards and stuff like that. It's like, okay, we could do this, and showing her what stuff we could do. But I plan on building a kitchen table because I want something different. I don't want something huge because it's just Alyssa and I. I gotta I'd like to build a new desk because my desk. I'd like to try a standing desk, but I don't want to build it and not like it. So I'm gonna try to do my standing desk at work. See if they let me do that and see if I like it there because
I just did it and liked it.
Yeah, but that's different though, because you do like standing all day, which at work I think it'd be fine, but I don't think I could go from standing at work to go standing at home and playing games for a couple hours. We'll see. I would have to, if I did a standing desk, because I really like my chair, I would have to go to get an extension of the tube and then replace that, which would be a pain in the butt, which will be fine, but it'd be a pain in the butt to do the one time.
You could try and engineer something so that you can raise and lower it.
Past what it is now? I'd have to get that new cylinder though.
No, raise and lower the whole desk.
Oh, this desk?
Or just a new desk.
The new desk make it
you could engineer something so that it can raise and lower.
I thought of that too. We have those air compression shocks that they always push out, but they usually go on like a cabinet handle or something like that, and just go, and it just helps lift it up when you open it. We have stuff like that, and I need like a really big one because it would need to travel like 12 to like 16 inches. Because if I'm going from I think this is like 40 something.
You'd have to measure yourself at a comfortable standing height, because that's what I did for my desk. Is we measured, like I put my arms out like this, and my dad took a tape measure and measured, where my arms were.
And your desk is like 4 feet tall.
And it works perfect for me. Nobody else really. Yeah. Me. That's who uses it though.
Then you have a pad on the floor though. And that's like
yeah, I stood on just the carpet by itself for like 2 days and said, this ain't happening. So I went and spent, those pads are actually kind of expensive.
Really?
It was like $30.
Oh, it's not that bad. I thought
on Amazon.
Yeah, but it was a thick cushioning pad.
It's a memory foam Amazon Basics pad that I've been using since I got the desk, basically for the last
3 years.
3 years already. And if you're gonna stand and do that, you need the pad.
Yeah. So
you need to wear tennis shoes. You need support.
Yeah, I would need one at work too, because I was thinking that I'm gonna build one at work. My desk is just a huge oak board, or like it's a desk, but the top is like that thick, and it's got drawers on both sides. It's an L shape. I want to raise it a foot in the air, and so I've been asking the shop guys at the back, like, hey, could you build me something that's about a foot tall and I can put on this? And like, yeah, no problem. They've never done it.
They get busy. You forget.
I'll do it I'll have to do it on a Saturday, maybe.
My desk at work is about that thick too.
Except it's granite.
It weighs like 500 pounds. I've got a steel frame. Steel.
And that's what I'll have to show you a video of that. I really like the table some dude built, and I was like, we should do this. It's like, it was like a little more industrial. I have to just like slowly transform it to how I like it. Like right now, like I said, the kitchen has all that like oak colored stain. No, same look to it all. Then all the appliances are that brushed stainless or whatever it is. And though I think in my office I might do, I don't know what I might do. I have a lot of room. I'm putting there used to be foam stuff up there, but it all fell down because it sucks.
I got mine to stay
on cardboard. Did you glue it? Yeah.
I use the clear Gorilla Glue.
See, I might.
You have to let it sit for like 3 hours.
I might do that too.
It works great. I bought 2 bottles of that Gorilla Glue. Take a piece of cardboard, glue it right on there, and set something heavy on top of them.
I might either do that cardboard or do like I can get giant sheets of that styrofoam stuff.
But I haven't had any issues anymore. They don't fall off.
Which I've been watching videos and they do the same. They did the same thing. They use those things and they had no issues. Like,
yeah,
maybe they use I bet you they use the bigger ones.
Probably, but the cardboard works great.
Yeah, and so then I want to do it because the house is not weird, but it's got that shelf that sometimes sits across the wall, and the basement it does, and so one of my walls has that, near the window because my office is downstairs, so I'm gonna follow that all the way around the wall on the floor or near the floor, because it's about that windowsill height. Like
yeah,
that.
Yep.
So,
I've lived in a house that had that.
And so
before.
from there down, I'm gonna do that foam stuff. I have to rip that one off to show you.
You can buy bigger foam cubes.
Yeah. Oh, it's not gonna come, is it? That one stays. That one fucking stayed like a champ. They fall off like crazy. Oh well.
I just remember getting home from work some days and it's like, oh well, some of them fell off. Okay.
That and these cheap posters are now falling apart and it's bugging me.
That's why I went and bought the nice poster frames.
You guys should buy nice ones.
Yeah,
that's
I
an
have
issue
the thicker
though.
bordered like that one there.
One.
Where it's all one piece. They're like $16 or $20 a piece.
Yeah, that's an issue. It's like
definitely
I
worth
have a lot
it.
of posters.
I don't like the.
But I might if I do keep one because that one actually cracked because it fell.
That Overwatch one is awesome.
Yeah, I might just glue the edges on it. It's like it's gonna stay here forever. I might just do the same.
Get the nicer border. They look better.
Yeah.
It's just once you buy one, you have to buy them all.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't have $400.
I did it. I only have 3 though.
Yeah, but we have to buy these for Alyssa and all of her puzzles because that's the only way it would fit on there, and they look really nice. Most of the times they actually don't fit. She just takes black crafting paper and does it on the edges there, which looks fine. Not awful.
It'd be cool if she did like red on one side and then
that'd be
on
smart
the
too.
other would have blended in a bit.
Yeah, but she just finished a Zelda one that my mom got her, and then I got her another Star Wars one. So Sheila's like, maybe we should go away from this putting the stuff up on the walls. Like, we have so much wall space. What are you gonna put on the walls? There's a lot of wall space up in the house, but
you just need to be strategic about where you put things.
Yeah, I told her, like, it's not gonna look like
don't mix together the video game stuff with the family pictures.
I think family pictures will go on like shelves or something.
Like that goes in like family in like the family room.
Yeah, which that's another thing.
Like kitchen, family room.
Doing needs and wants for getting the house. We need a lawnmower. Grass isn't gonna stop growing, so that's something I already figured out a lawnmower.
Just get a goat.
Get a goat, yeah. Just keep.
Then you're really gonna need a fence.
Just
get an automatic Roomba mower.
Yeah, Husqvarna makes one.
Yeah,
I've heard.
There's people around where I work that have them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I've
heard. Just drive around in the summer and you'll see it going. And they never stop. They just keep going.
I've heard it's like they're like, it works okay if your grass if your lawn as long as your lawn is level, which I haven't walked around the lawn at all.
And you got to make sure you get the one with the battery size based off of what size your yard is. Otherwise, it'll get halfway done and die.
No, I go back to the point. It knows where it's.
But there's some that they can finish your whole yard on one charge.
Oh, the basic one for the Husqvarna is like it can go for like an hour, maybe. No, it's got longer than that.
And basically, they're so slow that by the time they get done, they restart again.
Yeah, it's constantly going. No, it'll be like it'll be like a once a week thing on like a Saturday morning. I'll wake up, I'll cut lawn, and then start the day. Which I decided to go with the push mower, be a little healthier, and less stuff to go wrong potentially.
Push mowers are okay. You can always run with it.
Run with it. Or if it's like I really wanted. So you can only get them if you're a business. Those self-propelled ones, so you stand on it and you just push forward.
Yeah.
They're like $5,000.
Yeah.
And you can only get them if it's like used. You can't get a new one.
Yeah, if they're commercial.
Yeah, because they're commercial and someone's selling it.
Yep. Yeah.
It's the only time you can get those. It's like because I really wanted one. They were smaller and they were big.
They maneuver really well. Yeah.
And like nope, you can't get one.
If I'm gonna get a rider, it's gonna be a 0 turn.
Then those are 0 turns too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And screw the zero turns with the steering wheels. Those suck.
My mom's got one. She likes it.
I hate it. I hate it so much. You got to get the 2 arms. You got to. So much easier.
So my dad had it. We had a Toro, a 5-foot Toro. He traded it in and paid like the rest of it off. He just got a brand new one, and it's got like air suspension in it. So he says he loves it, and he goes, he can go full bore, just like, because we have at my parents' house, they have 3 acres of lawn, and like 2.5 of those acres is our vineyard, and the vineyard rows are 10 feet apart, so you have to go down and back. Mm-hmm. That's 600. One vineyard is 600 feet. And it's you just kind of like, you just push both forward, and you just like kind of watch the road and just like make small adjustments.
So you just kind of get close to things but not hit them.
I don't know. And then if you hopefully you don't get motion sickness because you're just watching stuff go. Because the poles are 15 feet apart or something like that.
God, I remember cutting. So at my stepdad's business,
I remember this.
I cut the ditches, and you have to watch because they recycle tires. So there's chunks of rubber and stuff in there, and I mean that's kind of sucks to hit because it flings it out of the. But then one time I hit a rock, like a rock, like it was sticking this far out of the ground. Let's just say the blades were sharp before I hit the rock, so sharp that it sliced the top of the rock off. And then the blades were no longer sharp.
Uh-oh.
Because I remember it hawked this like much of the top of the rock off, and it was just a clean shoo. And I just kind of looked down. I'm like, oh god! I kept cutting.
Oh god, Austin! You lucky didn't break nothing.
It made a real bad sound. It was not good sounding at all.
Yeah, like even having like there's no tree. There's one tree. Let me rephrase. There's one tree and it's tiny. So it's like I don't have to pick up sticks. I don't have to do anything. No
That's
leaves
nice.
in the
Picking
winter.
up sticks sucks.
Yeah, like having pets and having to pick up sticks was a fucking chore because it'd be like they just have sticks everywhere in the yard. And like, okay, I have to go pick this up before I mow
you
on.
have trees all over and it's windy and it blows sticks all over. It's like by that time I just say screw it and I just go run them over.
Yeah. So and then there's one tree. It's really small in the backyard. There's a fireplace, which is great. I'm excited to have a fire pit. I'll probably just. I really wanted to put the towing package on my car and then borrow my dad's. He's got like that small our mini dump from our work and fill that with wood and then throw like a tarp over it. But it's only road legal if it's got lights, and his doesn't have lights. So I have to like do extra stuff. It's like okay.
Yeah.
He's like, so he just told me to do to take a tote, just take a couple of totes and fill them with wood and put them back in the Jeep. It's like okay, we'll see. I don't know. I'm excited to have fires again. It'd be great to be able to do that because I don't get to do it often anymore. Friday night bonfires. Some hot dogs.
Saturdays are for the boys.
But speaking of the Jeep, so like pretty much the opposite of road rage, getting angry at traffic, blah blah blah, stuff like that.
Did you get happy at traffic?
I got happy. So there's one on my way to
a terrible person.
On my way home from work, I see another Jeep, Renegade. It's bright green.
Did they do the Jeep wave?
And every time her and I see this girl, I know it's a girl. I've seen her. Every time her and I pass, we wave every single day. It's awesome. I look forward to it because I can see her from far away because it's the lime green.
No idea who you are, but hi.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, you have a Jeep. Hi. It's like because I'm bright orange. It's funny. I love it.
That is a thing called the Jeep wave. Mm-hmm. People in Jeeps wave at each other.
But I don't think it's for more people with the Renegades and stuff like that.
It's
or not Renegades, the Wranglers.
Wranglers,
because I see there's a lot of Renegades and it's a cheaper Jeep.
But it's just the Jeep.
No one waves with me. I always try to wave. I'm like, hey, and nothing happens.
I get the people in a Subaru. It's called the vape wave.
The vape wave?
No, it's a wave. Because I have a WRX STI, so people in the more sporty Subarus, they do the wave.
Nice. That's funny.
It's a stereotype that people in the sporty Subarus are vape people.
Vape people.
I'm not one of those, but I like my Subaru. But yes, like certain cars have their waves.
I know about the Jeep wave, but I'm pretty sure it's for the old like
the Subaru wave,
the Cherokee type, or Wrangler. And but
like the Subaru wave is while you're driving, usually you have one arm because you're shifting with the other one to go. It's just a real quick.
I don't know, because we're with this girl that I passed and the other.
And I could be completely wrong, but that's how they do it in Minnesota. So.
And the other one, we're usually, it's a two-way roads, so we're across the the divider and was like, hi, because we go boom. Every single time, too. And even if it's on the freeway, too. If we're going 70 miles per hour, I still just had waves like, I see you.
I want to pull my other car out of storage so bad.
Yeah, it's almost there, Austin.
I know, but it's just... I would do it because the roads are fairly clear. They're still kind of white from the salt. And there's just standing water everywhere.
Yeah, that'd be bad. I need to get a car wash, actually. Car wash and... I need to clean my interior out because that's a mess right now. I
cleaned my interior last weekend, and then I went and got a quick car wash at the Quick Trip yesterday. Quick Trip's got a fantastic car wash if you do the touch-free.
Okay.
And
there's one in Melrose that's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
The one by the fire station there?
Yep. Yeah, no, I recommend Quick Trips. They have the brand new touchless or soft touch. Don't ever do soft touch. It scratches the shit out of your car. If you do it, you're an idiot.
I do the...
and don't ever use if you do like the self-serve wash bays, don't ever use the fucking scrub brush. Like the sudsy brush. You scratch the shit out of your vehicle.
Really?
Yeah.
We have, at work, it's like the soft touch material.
Yeah.
On those brushes.
It's just from everyone else. Like if it's brand new, it's fine, but it's from everyone else getting all their dirt and stuff.
Yeah, we have two brushes.
Because those don't get cleaned regularly.
One is a harder brush and one is a softer brush that I use just for. I use it. I literally spray the car down. With a pressure washer when I'm at work. Spray the car down with a pressure washer and then I'll use the brush. That way everything's cleaned off.
I went and bought a special microfiber wash mitt so that I don't scratch my car because my car was just buffed last summer.
I did a ply of wax just before winter here, and so I'll probably need to do another one here.
I know mine needs it. When your car starts to feel like sandpaper, it just feels dry. You know you need more wax.
I know. I do the Sox Rapid car wash like every other week, and it's like $10.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets it clean. It works well. I'm gonna need a new car wash station because I'm moving to Sartell now, so I'm not gonna be. It was always like drive past it. It's like, oh sweet, I'm just get a car wash real quick.
I go to Sartell to use their
socks. There's a socks in Sartell too. Then
I like their socks the best. It's the self-serve socks.
Well, there's one down here,
mm-hmm.
right next to like Jimmy's Pizza or whatever.
Yeah, and then there's one.
Is there one further? Okay.
If you go, there's that roundabout near the Walmart Supercenter. Go straight past that, you're in Sartell.
It's over there.
Or yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're right. That one. But yeah.
Did you come past this peanut roundabout?
No.
Oh, that's really weird.
No.
When you do it,
I usually go.
You can go up this hill, and it's a roundabout in the shape of like a peanut. It's weird. I don't know why they just didn't make like a giant oval, but it's literally.
I'll have to go check it out. It's nice, really, not destroying the bottom of my vehicle pulling into your driveway anymore.
Yeah, the apartment is awful.
My other car sits so low that I scrape the shit out of my fucking exhaust pulling in.
You didn't tell me hit your exhaust park up there. Then I told you park up there if you have a local.
Yeah, it's car. Like bumper, and then my one wheel comes off the ground, and then it's exhaust, and then it's up in. And I'm like, oh, that did not sound good.
Hit a corner. You gotta go out of the corner.
Yeah, so
like
now with the Forester, I just go.
Yeah, that was my anti-traffic angry at traffic story is having that person to wave at with. It's like they just have a bright green Renegade every day, pretty much every day.
I don't have a person I see every day.
No.
Oh no, because I take it's all back roads.
You don't pass anybody at all?
Not really.
Really? Okay.
Mm-mm.
I know some people's vehicles at work. I've seen them. Actually, one of my coworkers has his kids get dropped off in our parking lot here or something like that, and then he goes picks them up, or he drives in and picks them up. I'm like, oh, hey. He's like, hey. Weird stuff like that. It's weird. What else have you been doing, Austin? You went to Hawaii. You did the Invitational. Anything else happen?
Pretty much just been chilling.
Yeah.
Playing a lot of Rainbow. Because the Invitational really gets you hyped to play Rainbow and realize how much you suck.
I've been enjoying it. I don't know about you. I've been liking it a lot.
I like it a lot, too. It's just I haven't been doing very good.
Just keep playing a different character.
Playing a lot of Call of Duty.
They nerfed the Scorpion.
Oh, yeah. Apparently it's worse than it was.
It's worse than it was.
The initial recoil is worse.
It was worse than it was, but it was better before it got buffed.
Yeah. Ella is in too good of a place right now, and
Ella is what it was. Yeah.
it,
Now I was watching a video of
It's
stuff
weird.
that's a kind of update. You can have the option to no longer get kicked out of your drone during the start.
yeah, that's gonna be hard to get used to.
You have to turn on. You can do it. So you can do it manually,
Yeah.
semi-automatic, or off. And so if you're on semi-automatic and you're not moving, it kicks you out, which is nice. But if you're running from an operator, like oh god,
It keeps you. Yeah, that'll be nice because then you just keep your drone.
That'll help a lot. What else did they add? I was watching it.
Well, the biggest thing is the barricade.
Oh, the shrapnel debris.
Yeah, just the debris. It's more uniform now, and it's
still client side.
It's still
I think
client
they're just
side,
smaller
but
pieces. That's the only thing they did.
the barricades will destroy in a very uniform way now
Yeah,
for everybody, and then the debris will no longer stay placed sometimes, and it'll automatically get destroyed into smaller pieces and then evaporate.
Falls away a lot easier.
And it fades.
Which is still nice. It still does actually. It does leave debris on the floor.
Yep, it's
so
still a
you know-
signifier that.
Yeah, so you know someone opened and closed it, which is
Mhm.
still nice. And they're adding 2 new operators. They go drop this Tuesday, don't they? Because it's free
I think
weekend.
the new season drops Tuesday. Yeah, because the game is like 70% off right now, and then the free weekend is right now.
Holy shit. We should be playing that. Go play some casual, filthy casuals.
Fuck casual.
Play casuals. All the new people.
Unranked.
All the new people lost. We can just do one taps.
I can't do one taps. I just shoot a bunch. Call of Duty's been good.
Dude, I was not liking Call of Duty last night. It was
my God.
awful.
I got some nasty turns on people yesterday.
I don't know. I should just. When the game first came out,
My
it was
wrist
great.
hurts.
It was great. I was using this mouse right here, and it was great. I upgraded this mouse, and I
went from just the 502 to the 502 Hero.
502 to 502 Hero, but that one it was preset on my old computer, and I don't remember what the presets were.
As far as all your button commands?
Button commands I have. That's what I have.
Oh.
Sensitivity I don't. And I can't nail it down, and it's been bugging me. So I've been
You
messing
should
with
have
it.
plugged it
messing
in
with
and checked it before you got rid of that computer.
Yeah, no. I should have. Actually, I could have. I can probably still actually plug this into that one.
It should remember.
But I think when I plug it in, it remembers that one.
It should go K502 502 Hero. It should be different.
Okay, maybe it was. I don't remember, but it was just like it's been a little buggy. Not buggy. It's it's all on my end. It's just I can't get used to it right now. And it might be something where
I don't know. Call of Duty runs good. It's
Duty runs
definitely the smoothest.
Let me rephrase that. Call of Duty's not run good on my computer. It doesn't fucking. I alt tab and it crashes. I have to figure that out.
Well, we'll see if any of the BIOS updates fix anything. Maybe you need to reinstall your graphics drivers.
Yay.
Yeah, we got to go through and do maintenance on his computer. He hasn't done any BIOS updates since we've built it, basically.
Nah.
And there's been like 8 revisions to mine. And there's chipset updates. Your Wi-Fi card updates.
I don't use Wi-Fi.
Okay,
But
but just
it
your
runs
drivers, because it's funny because we have AMD based systems, but the motherboard still uses a lot of Intel, the Bluetooth Intel Wi-Fi.
Oh really?
Yep. So you have to run through, and I downloaded the Intel driver and assist icon, and then that automatically scrubs your system and updates.
Okay.
So it's funny running an AMD based system that still requires an Intel utilities.
Yeah, I mean, Intel.
Mm-hmm.
AMD's been doing great on their CPUs. Their GPUs are still.
Their GPUs are great. The driver support sucks. I heard.
Yeah, on Reddit at least once a day I see somebody's like, I've had enough of the fucking AMD shit. I swapped it out and I got a 2070. Or whatever it was. It's like, okay, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, every comment is like, oh, you didn't give him a shot, blah 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 blah. You should have done this. It's like it took me 4 hours with customer support, and they didn't help me out at all. So I'm just leaving.
Like the new RX 5700 XT is, I've heard it's a great card. It's like a 2070 Super equivalent. It's just the driver support and their version of like their GeForce or AMD Radeon whatever is nowhere near as good as NVIDIA GeForce experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sad. Because I was actually gonna do
I want to do an AMD
an all
system.
AMD build for LAN.
I do too. I want to go Team Red for a whole build.
But it's just not been.
It's gonna stick with red and green for a little while because NVIDIA's got the market on high-end GPUs.
Then Intel will be coming here in 2021. or something like that.
Well, they're already launching, or
They launched a small one.
leaking a lot of the 10th gen stuff for their processors.
Oh, for the processors. Let's talk about GPUs.
Their GPU, people are saying it's going to be the end all of GPUs, and then people are also saying that it just sucks.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean, they released that small one, but not like to the public.
they've never released. Yeah, they've been. You do know that Intel's been trying to make a GPU for like 20 years.
Yeah, but there was that small. There was a small one that they did play games on. They were playing Destiny on it.
It wasn't impressive.
No, and it was something.
It was something.
Now, actually, I do like GeForce Now.
It's just everyone's pulling their games.
Yeah, what the hell?
All Activision games got pulled. A lot of small indie developers are pulling because Nvidia never asked them to put their games on there.
I don't
so
understand.
the indie developers are like, "No, you never asked us. Get it off."
That's so weird.
So that's a huge hit. But from what I've heard, it's basically
I could understand if because there's a free version of it and you get an hour of playtime.
Yep.
And then there's a $5 a month version where you get
And then there
no, excuse me, it's this is how it works. It's an hour of playtime and then it resets you in a queue because you're queuing to a server,
Yep.
the Nvidia servers.
they have the free server.
And you get a free hour of queue time. After the hour of queue, after your hour's up, you have to re-queue. If you get it right away, great. It's still free. The $5 version is you get priority queue time, 6 hours, and some other stuff. Higher resolution.
And then you can pay more to get a more beefy server, to get a more beefy system.
That's the $5 a month one. Yeah.
No, but you can even pay more
Really?
to play on a system that's like a 2080 Ti.
Oh, I thought there was just
Yeah.
the two.
Basically, I watched
It's the Founders Edition.
Jay's 2 cents on YouTube. He did a video on GeForce Now, and he said that it's basically if Google Stadia would have been successful.
Better. Yeah.
Because Google Stadia, whatever, sucks. It was terrible.
And it would be great. I honestly, it would be great if we were still playing. Like if you and I were playing Destiny and I want to come over and hang out, I could just bring my cheapy laptop over and you have good internet. That'd work great. But
that's the key. You need to have good internet.
Yeah.
You need to have at least like 20 down in order to play at 1080.
Yeah. And so it'd be great for that case. Rainbow Six would be
anything competitive is not good.
Yeah. It's all
you get like crazy input lag, I guess.
But it's a good start for something. And
it is.
It's free. I mean, it's free. If
Free.
you do have good internet. It'd be a weird scenario where you have good internet, but you don't have enough money to pay for a computer.
It all depends on your location.
Good option for you. Yeah, down south you can have.
Or if you're super just not serious about gaming, you just do it as a pastime. I mean, most of the time it's a pastime anyways.
That'd be also true. Get someone to start out with computer stuff.
Yeah.
Like a so-and-so.
Or if you have your phone.
Does it work on that too?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently it works on your phone, kind of like the Xbox thing.
Because I know that's also cool.
You're supposed to be able to do it on your laptop, your tablet, your phone.
Do I have a phone?
Your NVIDIA Shield.
NVIDIA Shield, yep.
Yep.
Game.
The tablet and the home.
Yeah, because I got invited to the streaming service on my phone.
But no, I've heard if you're gonna play like anything not competitive, it's fantastic. But CS:GO's on there, and I guess it's real bad.
Is it really?
Yeah, like the input lag is noticeable.
We're looking up.
And that was coming from Jay.
On the Xbox streaming service, Destiny 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's new.
The Xbox streaming service is cool. It works quite well if you have good internet.
Okay right now. I think it's buggy because it might be my phone, but I did play Halo Reach, or not Halo Reach, Halo 5 on here.
Yeah, Isaac was playing Halo 5 in the airport.
Was he really?
Yeah, I think he was.
Play. That's funny. And I can just get a list of games here that I can go through and play. But what's nice with the 120 hertz screen, it's like, aha, somewhat of an advantage. No, I died because it was so buggy. But
I don't game on my phone.
You need a controller. That's the one thing.
Yeah, you need to have a controller.
What? Mud Runner's on there. I'm playing that. That's the second version of Spin Tires, and I have a lot of hours in that game.
Yeah, you do.
Continue anyway. That's funny.
No. Don't you need a controller?
You do need a controller. Or you can do I love those people that they'll get the dongle and they'll plug a mouse and keyboard into their phone.
Just do Bluetooth.
Or the Bluetooth. It was always like rate my setup, and it was just like the phone with like 4 cords coming out, one to charge, one for your mouse and keyboard. It was great. Yeah. I love it. I love technology. It's great. It's fantastic.
You're not a real gamer if you're a mobile gamer. I'm sorry. Had to break it to you.
Oh, Austin, though, I kill in Call of Duty Mobile. What are you talking about?
No. No. Not yet. Give it 10 years, then maybe.
10 years? Really?
I don't like mobile gaming. That's just me.
Austin, come on. Your mom's great at Candy Crush.
Oh, God. Yeah, funny. She doesn't know how to work her phone.
Oh, no.
And she refuses to learn.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, technology right now is pretty crazy how... Didn't Linus do a video recently of a screen of a TV or a monitor that was see-through from one way?
Maybe?
I saw it. It was like...
He did one where it was a 3D monitor.
No, maybe it wasn't that. It was a monitor, and they were recording him, and it just looked like he was looking through glass. And they walked around the other side, and he was playing Borderlands or something.
Oh, I don't think I saw that one.
I don't know if it was... I saw it was just a GIF on whatever.
Because I know there's a lot... like LG released their roll-up monitor. Or
Yeah, that was a while ago, and they never went anywhere.
TV. Yeah.
I thought that'd be huge.
It was just a concept.
I thought that'd be huge.
It was a concept. I don't think they actually went up for sale because it was like $10,000.
Yeah, I mean, because your TV would have been like
it
the
rolls,
box. It would have been.
You have like a little DVR that has a cord coming out of it, and that's all of the TV's internals.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the screen itself just like rolls out of
out of it.
Out of a deal.
I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was like super thin too.
Mm-hmm.
Like less than like
rollable screens are becoming a thing.
Quarter inch. I still want to get an ultra wide monitor. I really do, because I think at least the Samsung one.
You need to have a beefy computer.
The Samsung one.
I mean,
where
we have beefy.
We can split the screen.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think that's really cool.
I'd love to get an ultra wide too, but when it comes down to actually gaming on an ultra wide,
oh good.
You're pushing more pixels, so it's harder on your system.
Oh.
Very hard, because
even if you're splitting it into two, like in the double screen for the.
Then no, because it all depends on how many pixels you're driving.
Okay.
But if I'd get an ultra wide, I'd want to use the whole ultra wide to actually game on, because you get that much more peripheral view.
If the game supports it.
If the game supports it, otherwise it'll just black bar it.
Yeah, black bar.
But
because I know I've seen people that have the ultra wide, and they'll do, for people that stream, it's pretty much a borderless full screen, and it'll just cut it down the center, and your game can be on the one side, and for OBS it can be on the other side. That's
and a lot of those ones with like the crazy resolutions require 2 video inputs.
Yeah, it does, because it's your second monitor.
It's like 2 HDMI's or two display ports, and then it merges them.
Have you seen? I think it's Asus. It's the little thing that it snaps between their 2 monitors and kind of reflects what was between the 2.
Yep.
I think
it's like a triangle thing. I think it's gone through some revision because it looks a little better.
Oh, does it? Okay.
But it only works with like certain type of bezeled monitors.
Yeah, and it's just like not stretched, but it continued the pixels that are on between the 2 screens.
Yeah.
And it just made them one.
It tried to take the colors and. Yeah.
But once again, I don't. A majority of gamers, like even professional people, they don't play full screen. They play on like the lowest settings possible, and like 4x8.
Well, at the Invitational, for the most part, they were all playing, full screen, but they play on medium to low because they're all averaging about 400 FPS.
Yeah.
Like when I went and played the early demo of Void Edge.
Play?
Yeah.
Okay.
The system, we were running on 1080p monitors. They were 240 hertz. The game, it looked okay, but it was running at like 350 frames per second constant. And it was crazy because it felt so smooth. But I like having a game that looks good. So I play at whatever NVIDIA presets my game at, and then I'll adjust it a little bit. I get like 160 because I cap it, which I think is more than enough for me, semi-casually.
Tune down my settings a hair bit, because it does take a toll when
I went to my render resolution and notched it down to like...
I think I did too. But there might be some other stuff I can
it's like 2 notches under 1440. It's still, it's like... It's still a way above 1080, but...
Yeah,
that helped a lot.
I would like to do... see 1080 240 hertz, because I just watched that Linus video of... They did the test, and there wasn't a huge jump from the 144 to 240.
But there is. It's degrading.
Yeah, because they had the professional players coming there.
Yeah, from 60 to 144, it's insane. But then from 144 to 240, it's.
But if you uncap at 60 hertz, they also played better, which was weird.
Yep. Yeah, because then you're no longer the game just feels smoother. You get the screen tearing, which is god awful, but if you can't get a 144 hertz monitor, you're stuck at 60, but you have a system that can play more than 60. Turn VSync off.
And even you don't have to go with Acer, MSI, these super high monitors.
AOC.
Like, AOC is a great company. I bought one here. I bought it for $180 to $200. They're on $150 sales sometimes. It was just like, that's huge. I mean, and it's 1080, 144 hertz.
I went and spent the $500 for an Acer Predator.
I did too.
And
well, mine's
I
Acer.
love the thing. It's great. I probably wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, it's honestly, it looks fine.
And I've got a dead pixel that I have yet to fix.
When do you go on vacation next?
I don't know.
You should probably do
I think
it.
at this point I'm just so used to it. And I bought the 3-year extended warranty. And I just don't feel like pulling it off my monitor stand and sending it in and being without a monitor.
you had two options when you went to Hawaii.
I know, but I just didn't do it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm lazy. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, how long have we been going for?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I don't
It's quarter after
remember
1.
hitting start.
It's been about an hour.
Well, I'll probably end it off here. We'll talk next time a little more about some games that are coming out. Doom was one of them. You have any interest in? Obviously, you have interest in Doom. Animal Crossing? No?
I've never seen anything on it.
Neither have I. It's coming out for the Switch. There's a new Pokemon game coming for the Switch. It's the Dungeons, Pokemon Dungeons,
Mystery Dungeon.
Mystery Dungeons.
Apparently it sucks.
Really? Oh, I haven't heard anything.
I've heard
about
bad things about it.
Oh, okay.
I love Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I played it on the DS. I loved it. I have several.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I've never got to the point where your Pokemon actually evolves, but anyways, I've heard, if I'm thinking of the right one, I've heard the new one's not good.
No, that's a shame.
Kind of upset.
Then we have not newly released, some news on Valorant, which is a game from Riot. I was gonna say Epic. Riot Games.
Makes League of Legends.
That makes League of Legends. They're doing their
It's a CS:GO game with magic.
Pretty much.
I'm not a fan of CS:GO. I don't like the money system.
I'm not a fan of CS:GO as well. The money system, I think, will be okay because we can. Well, if we play with each other, it'd be a lot nicer.
Yeah, I'm still stuck into the Rainbow Six way of things.
As am I, and then it's fine. It's just a game that we can play on the offhand.
It's free to play. I'm definitely gonna try.
Free to play will be nice. Take a look at it. It comes out probably this summer.
Is it going to be the esport that ends all esports? Who knows? Hopefully not.
So they just released numbers on it. There's some dude that's been notorious for releasing information early. He said he released some information on CS:GO. It's had 900,000 concurrent players. That's huge. Still for this 10-year-old game. So that one's not dying here anytime soon. I don't know. Call of Duty's been going fine, I think. Now that they're doing actual team names and stuff like that, I think that's going to help a ton.
The COD League is big.
I think that'll help out a ton.
$500 million organization. So
Rainbow Six is great. The season's starting out, and they have plans for increasing it.
Talk about Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six is one of the smaller esports.
Yeah.
It's not very big.
Yeah.
It's just now gaining ground.
It's funny that Dota, League,
in comparison to those,
CS,
it's very small. A $3 million prize pool is small because League has $50 million.
Yeah, it's a lot, and they're always held in China, I believe. And those fucking stadiums are full.
Yeah, instead of thousands, it's hundreds of thousands.
Yeah,
it's tens of thousands.
It's fucking crazy. And there's always for that stadium, or for that for what you saw, they were in front of you, and you had 270 degrees around them, right? I've seen for League and Dota and stuff like that. They're in the center, and it's 360 degrees around them. It's holy cow.
They did that for Rainbow one year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine just because they have. I mean, it's weird that you think that you're gonna go to watch someone play a game, but then they go ahead and put a giant monitor in front of you, which is fine. It's no different than going to an event and you get shitty seats.
It's like a normal sporting event. You watch the monitor if you're in the nosebleeds.
Yeah, but you get the feeling of it.
It's just that you're there.
I would love to do it too. I would love to go next year.
The atmosphere is literally no different than going to a football game.
Yeah.
You have the teams yelling back, or the
audience chanting back and forth.
SSG and then Ninjas in Pajamas or whatever, and they're yelling back. It's fantastic.
They were yelling Brazilian at each other.
Oh god, the Brazilian crowd is insane.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Oh my god.
I was watching the game and I was just like,
Brazil
those guys are
loves their
dickheads.
sports
Those guys are cocky.
I know, but
It's fun.
the atmosphere was insane.
Alrighty, we'll probably end it off here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again, Austin, for joining me.
Yep.
It was fun.
Yep.
We will be back hopefully here again soon. No set dates, just for the fact that we are busy.
Life's crazy.
Life's crazy
at the moment.
We'll probably shoot for I can't say anything when I can shoot for it. So yeah.
We'll
Peace.
see you when you see ya. Yeah.